So my name is Tangeria, and I have on FaceTime my friend Lamar, and I am going to go over the new nutrition facts label with you, Lamar.
No problem.
So, some things that are new with the new nutrition facts label is that you have calories bolded in bold font, and you have serving size in bold font. And also, they have added nutrients such as vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. And they also
Quick
have.
question.
Oh, yes.
Why do you think they bolded those? The calories and the food intake.
I believe they bolded it so that it is easier for the consumer to see and recognize as soon as they pick up and look at the nutritional facts of their product.
Yeah, that's the same thing I was thinking as well.
Okay, so I'm going to finish. So, with those changes, it's basically so that consumers are able to get a better understanding of what they're purchasing and how it will affect their daily intake of nutrients.
Right.
So, the first thing I'm going to go over with you is the serving size. So, what I have here is unsalted dry toasted sliced almonds from Trader Joe's, and they have the new nutrition label.
Okay.
And for your product, for the hemp hearts granola, they have the serving size at the top. So for me, my serving size is 1/4 cup per 8 servings per container. So basically, what that means is that is the amount of food that is usually eaten in one sitting, and it is not a recommendation of how much you should eat. That is just the typical amounts a regular person would eat in one serving.
Okay.
So now I'm going to get into added sugars. So if you look down under total carbohydrates, you would see dietary fiber, total sugars, and added sugars. So I'm sorry?
No, I was just saying okay.
Okay. So added sugars are sugars added during the processing of food or as packaged as such. So during the process of food, you may or may have added sugars depending on what you have. So for me, and for these almonds, there is 0% added sugar, which is a good thing. And we also have dietary fiber. So dietary fiber is a type of carbohydrate that cannot be digested by our body enzymes. So you could get your dietary fiber from oats, granola like you have, and even these almonds.
Okay.
And it's also good with helping with your digestive system, helping you poop, etc.
Nice.
And now I'm going to get into potassium. So potassium, for me, it's at the bottom of the label. For you, it's at the bottom as well.
Okay.
So potassium is a mineral and an electrolyte. It helps your muscles work, including the muscles that control your heartbeat and breathing. So you could get potassium from bananas. That's the main source that people relate to potassium. I'm sure there's others. I'm sorry?
Do you know any other sources of potassium besides bananas?
Oranges, cantaloupe, grapefruit, prunes,
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So we also have calcium. Calcium is a mineral that is necessary for life. In addition to building bones and keeping them healthy, calcium enables our blood to clot, our muscles to contract, and our heart to beat. So you get calcium from milk. That is what most people also relate calcium to.
Okay.
And then we have iron. So iron is a mineral that our bodies need for many functions. For example, iron is part of hemoglobin, a protein which carries oxygen from our lungs throughout our bodies. It helps our muscles store and use oxygen. So, you get iron from a lot of greens, so spinach and kale. And then we have vitamin D. Vitamin D plays an important role in protecting your bones, both by helping your body absorb calcium and by supporting muscles needed to avoid falls. So, people usually say you get vitamin D from the sunlight. Sometimes they even say from uh, drinking orange juice, but it's also a very important uh, nutrients that we should be taking daily.
Okay.
So, the last thing that I am going to go over with you is the daily value. So, with the new nutrition facts label at the bottom, you have a footnote for the percent daily value, and it's parentheses DV. You have it as well. Tells you how much a nutrient in a serving of food contributes to a daily diet, and 2,000 calories a day is used for general nutrition advice. So, when you see all these different labels and you see the percentages, those are the percent of daily value for each serving that will contribute to the 2,000 calories you need that's recommended for your nutritional value a day. So,
Okay.
one thing I did forget to mention with you is total fat, trans fat, that's at the top of the label. So, typically, when you are picking foods, you would want to pick something that isn't high in trans fat, because when you do that, you basically will be at a higher risk for more health issues such as high cholesterol, high blood pressure,
Right.
cardiovascular disease,
Okay.
and you will want to kind of get foods that are low in cholesterol and low in trans fat. And you will want to get foods that are more high in the nutrients that I mentioned earlier, such as dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and etc. And that just helps with, high blood pressure and those diseases and anemia.
Right.
So, I'm going to ask you some questions because I have my dry toasted almonds, and you have the hemp hearts granola that is from Earth Fare. So, my first question to you, you're going to have to look at your label, is would this product be considered healthy to eat based on the percentage of daily value you see?
Can you explain to me which product you're referring to?
I'm referring to the product you have, the hemp hearts granola.
Okay. I would definitely recommend this product as healthy,
Mm-hmm.
just because our hemp products are 100% organic and we strive on customer satisfaction. So I would definitely recommend this to someone that's looking for a healthy food intake.
Okay. Can you probably go over more about, each label, like the total fats, the cholesterol, the sodium, and the vitamin D?
Okay. For, for okay. So,
I'm
if you,
sorry.
I'm terribly sorry too. So I'm going over the total. I think that our company did a great job with the labeling because we list out every one of our differences clearly. We we don't leave any room for misinterpretation. Like the
No,
total
Lamar.
fat is
So,
listed. Okay.
ba- based off what I went over with you,
Yeah.
what about these, from what you see from each nutrient, is makes it a healthy choice?
Well, for me, I would define something that's healthy, something that has low calories,
Mm-hmm.
low in fat, and something either high in protein or just high in nutritional value. And that's what we have with our hemp granola bars. Yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
you aren't too wrong, but I would have went more over how you see for the dietary fiber, it's 18% of the daily value. Then you have iron, it's 10%. You have the total fat, that's 13%. Trans fat is 0 grams. You
Oh,
know,
yes. 1 second. After trans fat, we even have 6 grams of polyunsaturated fat,
mm-hmm,
and we have 2.5 grams of monosaturated fat,
mm-hmm.
0 milligrams of cholesterol.
And that's great.
Yes, but the only thing that I would say is quite alarming is that, well, not really. There's 45 milligrams of sodium, which may seem like a lot, but in reality, that's how much it will be for 3/4 a cup of cereal, which is a serving per size. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's that bad. But
Okay.
we also have 36 grams of total carbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question I have for you is, would this product be a good source of calcium based on the daily value intake?
Honestly, I would not say that it's a source of value because in total, there's 6 grams of protein. So of those 6 grams, only 26 milligrams are calcium vitamins. So if someone is looking for a direct source of potassium, I would not recommend this product just solely because that's something that we don't, that's not specialized in. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Okay. And my last question for you, Lamar, is this product high in fats as opposed to the healthy nutrients?
Well, it there is fat in this product, but it breaks down very well. So in total, there's about 10%, 10 grams of fat, which is about 13% of the entire nutritional facts.
Mm-hmm.
And of those, there's like 1.5 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, which is the worst fat, 6 grams of polyunsaturated fat, but then there's 2.5 grams of monosaturated fat. So there's fat, but fat's not really the main factor in this product, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. So thank you, Amar, for your help, being attentive, asking questions. I really appreciate it, and you did a great job.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.